Have you noticed how some moments in life feel different from all the others? How sometimes you stop for just a second and feel something deep inside your heart telling you not to scroll away, not to walk away, not to ignore what is happening. This is one of those moments. I brought you here for a reason. I guided your steps. I arranged this encounter. And before you do anything else, I want you to listen carefully, because what I am about to tell you can change the way you see your life forever. I know what you have been carrying. I know the burdens you never speak about. I know the worries that keep you awake when everyone else is sleeping. I know the questions you ask in silence, the tears that fall when nobody is watching, the fears that you hide behind your smile. Nothing about your life is hidden from me. I see every detail. I hear every prayer. I know every thought that passes through your mind. For a long time, you have wondered if your prayers were reaching heaven. You have wondered if I was listening. You have wondered if I cared about the battles you fight every day. Today, I want you to understand something that will strengthen your faith. I have never ignored a single prayer you have spoken, not one. Every cry from your heart has reached me. Every whisper has been heard. Every tear has been collected. There were moments when you felt abandoned. Moments when the answer did not come as quickly as you expected. Moments when the door remained closed. Moments when the pain seemed endless. But even then, I was working. Even then, I was moving pieces into place. Even then, I was preparing something greater than you could imagine. Too often, you judge your life by what you can see. You look at your circumstances and think they tell the whole story. But there is so much happening beyond your vision. While you were worrying, I was arranging. While you were waiting, I was preparing. While you were doubting, I was building. What seems delayed to you is often divine preparation in my hands. My child, I want you to stop measuring your future by your current situation. Your current struggle is not your final destination. Your present challenge is not the end of your story. What you are facing today is only one chapter. I am the author of the entire book. I see the ending from the beginning. I know where I am leading you. That is why I need you to trust me even when you cannot understand everything. Faith is not believing only when the evidence is visible. Faith is believing because you know who is guiding your life. Faith grows when you choose trust over fear. Faith becomes stronger when you decide to keep walking even when the road ahead seems uncertain. Many people allow disappointment to convince them that nothing will ever change. They let past failures become a prison. They let old wounds define their future. Do not make that mistake. Your past is a lesson. It is not your identity. Your failures are experiences. They are not your destiny. Your mistakes are not stronger than my mercy. I want you to begin seeing yourself differently. Stop speaking defeat over your life. Stop expecting the worst. Stop assuming every door will close. Your words have power. Your thoughts have influence. What you repeatedly believe shapes the way you live. Choose hope, choose faith, choose expectation. Every morning when you wake up, remember that you are alive for a purpose. There is a reason you are still here. There is a reason you still have breath in your lungs. There is a reason your story continues. I am not finished with you. I am still writing new chapters. I am still opening new doors. I am still creating opportunities you have not yet imagined. Some of you listening have been carrying emotional wounds for years. You smile on the outside while hurting on the inside. You tell everyone you are fine while silently struggling. I want you to know that healing begins when you stop pretending. Bring your pain to me. Bring your worries to me. Bring your fears to me. You do not have to carry them alone. Others listening have been facing financial pressure. Bills have piled up. Opportunities seem limited. Stress has become a constant companion. Remember this. Your provider is greater than your problem. Your source is not a job. Your source is not a person. Your source is me. I can create a way where no way exists. I can open doors that no one can shut. Some of you have been praying for relationships. You long for peace in your family. You long for restoration where there has been division. You long for connection where there has been loneliness. Keep praying. Keep believing. Do not allow bitterness to take root in your heart. Forgiveness does not always change the other person immediately, but it frees your own heart from chains that were never meant to hold you. Today, I want you to make a decision. Decide that you will no longer let fear control your future. Decide that you will no longer live as though your best days are behind you. Decide that you will trust me one step at a time. You do not need all the answers today. You only need enough faith for the next step. And as you continue listening to this message, remember that there is more ahead. Do not leave before the end, because every word is meant to strengthen your heart and help you apply truth to your daily life. What I am sharing with you is not merely inspiration. It is guidance, it is wisdom, it is direction for the journey ahead. If this message is speaking directly to your heart right now, type, "Yes, Lord," in the comments as a declaration of faith. Let your words reflect your trust. Let your response be an act of agreement with what I am doing in your life. And if these words have encouraged you, if they have brought peace to your heart, take a moment to like this message. Subscribe so you can continue receiving the guidance prepared for you in the days ahead. Share it with someone who needs hope today. And if you feel happy with my words and want to help this ministry continue reaching people around the world, support the ministry through the link given below. Your kindness helps these messages reach hearts that desperately need encouragement. Stay with me through every part, because what I am about to reveal next will help you walk into a deeper level of faith, strength, and purpose. Before you move on to anything else, I need you to pause and listen closely. There is a reason your heart keeps searching. There is a reason you keep looking for answers. There is a reason you feel that something greater is waiting for you. That feeling is not an accident. It is not your imagination. It is the gentle reminder that I placed within you long ago. It is the reminder that your life was created with purpose. You were never meant to wander through life without direction. You were never meant to carry endless fear. You were never meant to live trapped by the opinions of others. I created you for more than survival. I created you to walk with confidence. I created you to live with peace. I created you to know that you are deeply loved. There have been days when you questioned your worth, days when rejection made you wonder if you were enough. Days when disappointment whispered lies into your mind. Maybe someone walked away. Maybe a dream did not happen the way you expected. Maybe you gave your best and still felt unseen. But I want you to understand something important. Your value does not come from what people think about you. Your worth does not come from success or failure. Your identity does not depend on whether others accept you. Your value comes from the fact that I created you. You matter because you are mine. Many times you compare your journey to someone else's journey. You look at their success. You look at their opportunities. You look at their blessings. Then you wonder why your path seems slower. But comparison steals joy. Comparison blinds you to the blessings already present in your life. When you focus only on what others have, you stop appreciating what I am doing in you. Remember this, I have a unique plan for every person. What I am building in your life does not need to look exactly like what I am building in someone else's life. Some blessings require patience because they need preparation. If I gave you everything immediately, you might not be ready to carry it. There are seasons when I work on your character before I change your circumstances. There are moments when I strengthen your faith before I open the next door. There are times when I teach you trust before I reveal the full picture. Do not mistake preparation for punishment. Do not mistake waiting for abandonment. Often, the waiting season is where the greatest growth happens. Look back for a moment. Think about the challenges you survived. Think about the battles you thought would break you. Think about the nights when you felt overwhelmed. You made it through those moments because I was with you. Even when you could not see me, I was there. Even when you felt weak, I was strengthening you. Even when you felt alone, I was carrying you. The same power that brought you through yesterday will lead you through tomorrow. I want you to stop speaking negatively about your future. Stop saying nothing will ever change. Stop saying things will always be difficult. Stop predicting defeat before the battle even begins. Your words influence your attitude. Your attitude influences your actions. and your actions influence your direction. Speak life over your future. Speak hope over your family. Speak faith over your circumstances. Begin expecting good things because I am still working on your behalf. There are people listening right now who have become exhausted from carrying emotional burdens. You replay old conversations. You relive painful memories. You carry guilt from mistakes that happened years ago. But I am calling you into freedom. You cannot move forward while constantly living in the past. Learn from yesterday, but do not live there. Receive my forgiveness. Receive my mercy. Receive the fresh start that I offer you. Every new day is an opportunity to begin again. I also want you to guard your mind. Not every thought deserves your attention. Not every fear deserves your focus. Not every negative voice deserves your agreement. When discouragement comes, replace it with truth. When fear comes, answer it with faith. When doubt comes, remember my promises. What you repeatedly place into your mind eventually shapes your perspective. Fill your heart with hope. Fill your thoughts with truth. Fill your spirit with faith. Beloved one, there will be moments ahead when life feels uncertain. There will be situations you cannot control. There will be questions you cannot immediately answer. In those moments, remember this message. Remember that you do not walk alone. Remember that I am already present in your tomorrow. Before you arrive at the challenge, I am already there. Before the problem appears, I already know the solution. Before the door opens, I already know what is waiting on the other side. I want you to become a person who trusts even when the outcome is unclear. Trust does not mean you understand everything. Trust means you know who is leading you. Trust means you believe that I can bring good even out of difficult situations. Trust means you continue moving forward even when fear tries to stop you. As you continue watching, keep your heart open. Do not rush through these words. Let them sink deeply into your spirit. There is something powerful that happens when you slow down and truly listen. Wisdom enters, peace grows, faith becomes stronger, and your perspective begins to change. What once looked impossible starts looking different when viewed through the lens of faith. I am not asking you to be perfect. I am asking you to stay connected. I am not asking you to never struggle. I am asking you to keep trusting. I'm not asking you to never feel afraid. I am asking you to remember that fear does not have the final word. My promises are greater than your fears. My plans are greater than your doubts. My love is greater than every challenge you face. If this message is touching your heart today, write, "I trust your plan" in the comments. Let it be your declaration of faith. Let it be a reminder that you are choosing trust over fear. And stay until the very end of this journey, because every part is designed to strengthen your life. The lessons ahead will help you overcome challenges, grow in wisdom, deepen your faith, and discover the purpose that I have prepared for you since the beginning. The next message will reveal another truth that can transform the way you live each day. Right now, I want you to take a deep breath and quiet the noise around you. There are so many voices competing for your attention every day. Voices of fear, voices of doubt, voices of criticism, voices that tell you that you are not strong enough, not capable enough, not worthy enough. But today, I want you to hear my voice above every other voice, because my voice speaks life where others speak defeat. My voice speaks hope where others speak despair. My voice speaks truth where others speak lies. For too long, you have allowed circumstances to determine how you see yourself. When things went wrong, you questioned your future. When people disappointed you, you questioned your worth. When doors closed, you questioned your purpose. But I need you to understand that temporary situations cannot define an eternal destiny. What you are experiencing today is not the complete story. There are chapters you have not yet seen. There are blessings you have not yet received. There are victories you have not yet celebrated. Many of you have been carrying burdens that nobody else knows about. You smile when people ask how you are doing. You say everything is fine, yet deep inside you feel exhausted. You feel worn down by responsibilities. You feel overwhelmed by expectations. You feel tired of fighting battles that seem never-ending. I know exactly how heavy those burdens feel. I know the pressure that sits on your shoulders. I know the moments when you wanted to give up, but kept moving forward anyway. That perseverance matters more than you realize. Every step you took when you felt weak mattered. Every prayer you whispered when you felt discouraged mattered. Every decision to keep going when everything seemed impossible mattered. Nothing is wasted in my hands. Even your struggles can become part of your testimony. Even your pain can become part of your purpose. Even your setbacks can prepare you for future victories. Sometimes you wonder why certain prayers seem unanswered. Sometimes you wonder why certain dreams take so long. Sometimes you wonder why life feels unfair. But there are things happening beyond your understanding. There are situations I am protecting you from. There are opportunities I am preparing you for. There are lessons that can only be learned through patience. Trust me when I tell you that delays are not always denials. Often they are evidence that something greater is being prepared, my child. There is a difference between waiting passively and waiting faithfully. Faithful waiting means continuing to trust while the answer is still on the way. Faithful waiting means continuing to grow while the door remains closed. Faithful waiting means believing that I am working even when you cannot see visible progress. Do not allow impatience to steal the peace that comes from trust. I want you to begin paying attention to the small blessings around you. Too often, people focus only on what they do not have. They overlook what they already possess. They overlook the breath in their lungs, the people who care about them, the opportunities still available, the strength they have gained through difficult experiences. Gratitude changes perspective. Gratitude opens your eyes to blessings that were present all along. When you start each day with gratitude, your heart becomes stronger. Your mind becomes clearer. Your faith becomes deeper. Gratitude does not mean pretending problems do not exist. It means recognizing that my goodness exists even in the middle of challenges. It means choosing hope when negativity tries to take control. It means remembering that every day contains reasons to be thankful. There are some listening right now who feel trapped by fear of the future. You spend hours worrying about things that have not happened yet. You imagine worst-case scenarios. You create battles in your mind before they ever appear in reality. But worry cannot change tomorrow. Worry cannot solve problems. Worry only steals peace from today. Instead of carrying tomorrow's concerns, bring them to me. Place them in my hands. Trust that I am capable of handling what you cannot control. I also want you to stop believing the lie that you must carry every burden alone. You were never designed to live without support. You were never meant to face every challenge isolated from others. Reach out when you need help. Speak honestly when you are struggling. Allow trusted people to encourage you. Humility is not weakness. Asking for help is not failure. Sometimes healing begins when you stop pretending that everything is fine. Remember that growth often happens slowly. A tree does not become strong overnight. Roots develop before fruit appears. In the same way, spiritual growth takes time. Character develops gradually. Wisdom increases through experience. Strength grows through challenges. Do not become discouraged if progress feels slow. Every step forward matters. Every lesson learned matters. Every act of faith matters. As you continue this journey with me, I want you to become more intentional about how you spend your time. Invest in things that strengthen your spirit. Invest in relationships that encourage growth. Invest in habits that move you closer to your purpose. Life is too valuable to waste on things that constantly drain your peace and distract you from what truly matters. There will be moments when setbacks occur. There will be days when plans change unexpectedly. There will be seasons when answers do not arrive as quickly as you hoped. During those moments, remember this truth. Your circumstances may change, but my love remains constant. Your situation may shift, but my promises remain secure. The world around you may feel unstable, but I remain faithful. Keep watching until the end of this message series, because each part contains wisdom that can help transform the way you think, the way you respond to challenges, and the way you walk through life. These words are not meant to be heard once and forgotten. They are meant to be applied. They are meant to guide you. They are meant to strengthen you during the moments when you need encouragement most. Today, I want you to make a simple declaration. Choose faith over fear. Choose trust over worry. Choose gratitude over complaint. Choose hope over discouragement. Those choices may seem small, but they create powerful changes over time. Every positive decision becomes a seed, and every seed eventually produces a harvest. If you are ready to trust me more deeply and walk forward with confidence, type "I choose faith" in the comments. Let that declaration remind you that your future is not controlled by fear, it is guided by purpose. Stay with me through every part, because what I will reveal next can help you discover the strength that has been growing inside you all along. Your journey is far from over. Your story is still being written, and some of the most beautiful chapters are still ahead of you. Listen to me carefully, because what I am about to tell you may be the answer you have been searching for. For a long time, you have looked around at your circumstances and wondered why certain things happened the way they did. You have asked questions that seemed to echo into silence. You have searched for meaning in seasons that felt confusing. You have tried to understand why some doors closed while others never opened. Today, I want you to see your journey through a different lens. I want you to understand that not every closed door was a loss. Not every delay was a setback. Not every disappointment was a defeat. There were moments when you thought your plans were falling apart, but often what looked like destruction was actually redirection. Often what felt like rejection was protection. Often what seemed like an ending was the beginning of something greater. I see the road ahead in ways you cannot. I know the opportunities waiting for you. I know the people you will meet. I know the blessings that are being prepared. Because of this, I sometimes guide you away from things that would have harmed you, even when you do not understand it at the time. Many people spend years looking backward. They replay old failures. They relive old regrets. They keep reopening wounds that should have been healed. But I am calling you forward. I am calling you into a new season of growth. You cannot fully embrace the future while remaining attached to the pain of the past. You cannot move confidently into tomorrow while constantly carrying yesterday on your shoulders. There comes a time when you must release what was and trust me for what will be. I know there are memories that still hurt. There are moments you wish you could change. There are conversations you wish had gone differently. There are opportunities you wish you had taken. But dwelling on what cannot be changed only steals energy from what can still be built. Instead of focusing on what you lost, focus on what remains possible. Instead of living in regret, live with expectation. Instead of asking why everything happened, ask what you can learn and how you can grow. My child, I want you to remember that your mistakes are not stronger than my grace. Your failures are not greater than my mercy. Your weaknesses are not beyond my ability to transform. Many people disqualify themselves because of their past. They believe they are no longer worthy of purpose. They believe they have fallen too far. They believe they have made too many mistakes. But I specialize in restoration. I specialize in renewal. I specialize in taking broken pieces and creating something beautiful. There is another truth I want you to understand. Growth often happens in hidden places. Before a seed becomes a tree, it develops roots underground where nobody can see. Before a building rises high into the sky, a strong foundation must be laid beneath the surface. In the same way, much of the work I do in your life happens where others cannot see it. I work in your character. I work in your thinking. I work in your faith. I prepare you internally before I elevate you externally. That is why you must not become discouraged if your progress seems invisible. Do not compare your behind-the-scenes preparation to someone else's visible success. Trust the process, trust the timing, trust the work that is taking place within you. Every lesson is preparing you. Every challenge is strengthening you. Every experience is shaping you into the person you are becoming. Some of you have been praying for clarity. You want to know exactly what comes next. You want every detail revealed immediately. You want certainty before taking another step. But faith does not work that way. Faith often requires movement before complete understanding. Faith means taking the next step even when the entire path is not visible. Faith means trusting me enough to move forward without having all the answers. When fear tries to stop you, remember how many times you have already overcome difficult situations. When doubt whispers that you are not capable, remember how many obstacles you have already survived. When discouragement tells you nothing will ever change, remember that your story is still unfolding. Do not let temporary emotions convince you of permanent lies. I also want you to become more intentional about the people you allow to influence your life. Not everyone deserves a front row seat in your journey. Surround yourself with people who encourage growth. Spend time with people who inspire faith. Listen to voices that strengthen your spirit rather than weaken it. The company you keep affects the direction you travel. Choose relationships that help you become the person you were created to be. There will be times when you feel tired. There will be moments when progress seems slow. There will be days when you wonder whether your efforts are making a difference. During those moments, remember that consistency is powerful. Small actions repeated faithfully over time create remarkable results. Keep praying, keep learning, keep growing, keep trusting. Do not underestimate the impact of daily faithfulness. As you continue listening to these messages, do not simply hear the words. Apply them. Practice gratitude daily. Choose forgiveness when bitterness tries to grow. Replace fear with trust. Replace negative thoughts with truth. Make decisions that align with the future you want to build. Transformation happens when wisdom becomes action. And I want you to stay with me until the end of this entire journey because there are truths ahead that can help you break free from limitations that have held you back for years. There are lessons ahead that can strengthen your relationships, deepen your faith, improve your mindset, and help you walk with greater confidence. Every part builds upon the one before it. Every message is designed to help you grow stronger. Today, I want you to release something that has been weighing on your heart. Release the regret. Release the bitterness. Release the fear. Release the belief that your best days are behind you. Your future still holds possibilities. Your life still has purpose. Your journey still matters. I am not finished with you. There is more ahead than what is behind. If you are ready to let go of the past and move forward with faith, type "I am moving forward" in the comments. Let it be your declaration that you will no longer allow old pain to control your future. Keep watching until the very end because the next message will reveal a powerful truth about purpose, perseverance, and the incredible potential that still exists within your life. There is something I need you to understand today that can change the direction of your life if you truly receive it into your heart. You have spent too much time focusing on what you lack and not enough time recognizing what I have already placed within you. You have looked at your weaknesses while overlooking your strengths. You have paid attention to your limitations while forgetting the gifts I entrusted to you. You have measured yourself by what you have not accomplished, instead of appreciating how far you have already come. I did not create you by accident. I did not place you in this generation without purpose. I did not allow you to survive every challenge, only to leave you without direction. There is a reason you are here. There is a reason you continue to wake up each morning. There is a reason your story has not ended. Even now, I am working through your experiences. Even now, I am using your journey to prepare you for what comes next. Many people believe purpose is something mysterious that can only be discovered through dramatic moments. But often, purpose begins in simple acts of faithfulness. Purpose begins when you choose kindness, even when others are unkind. Purpose begins when you encourage someone who is struggling. Purpose begins when you use your gifts to help others. Purpose begins when you decide to become the best version of yourself, rather than spending your life comparing yourself to others. Too many people are waiting for perfect conditions before they take action. They wait until they feel completely confident. They wait until every obstacle disappears. They wait until fear is gone. But growth rarely happens in comfort. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is moving forward despite fear. Courage is taking the next step even when uncertainty remains. Courage is trusting me enough to believe that I will guide you as you move forward, my child. I want you to stop doubting the abilities I have placed within you. Stop telling yourself that you are not enough. Stop believing that everyone else is more capable. Stop assuming that your dreams are impossible. The same voice that tells you that you cannot succeed is often the voice of fear trying to keep you from discovering your potential. Do not agree with that voice. Agree with truth. Agree with possibility. Agree with the purpose I have placed inside you. There are talents within you that have not yet been fully developed. There are opportunities waiting that you have not yet seen. There are relationships that will encourage your growth. There are lessons that will strengthen your character. There are victories that will remind you why you never should have given up. Your future is not limited by your past. Your possibilities are not restricted by previous failures. Every new day creates another opportunity to grow. Some of you have spent years wishing your life were different while avoiding the changes necessary to create a different future. Remember this: transformation requires participation. If you want stronger faith, spend time nurturing your faith. If you want better relationships, invest in becoming a better friend, family member, or partner. If you want greater wisdom, dedicate time to learning and growing. The future you desire is often connected to the choices you make consistently today. I also want you to understand the power of perseverance. There will be moments when you feel like stopping. There will be days when results seem invisible. There will be times when your efforts appear unnoticed. Keep going. Do not allow temporary frustration to destroy long-term progress. The strongest people are not always the most talented. Often they are simply the ones who refuse to quit. Look at the challenges you have already survived. Years ago, you faced difficulties that seemed impossible, yet here you are, stronger than you were then, wiser than you were then, more experienced than you were then. If you overcame those seasons, you can overcome the challenges in front of you now. Do not underestimate the resilience that has already been built within your life. I want you to become intentional about protecting your peace. Not every argument deserves your attention. Not every criticism deserves your energy. Not every distraction deserves your focus. Some battles are won by refusing to participate. Some victories come from maintaining peace, while others create chaos. Learn to guard your mind. Learn to protect your heart. Learn to invest your energy in what truly matters. There are also moments when you must release the need for approval. If you spend your entire life trying to please everyone, you will lose sight of your purpose. People will always have opinions. Some will encourage you, some will criticize you, some will misunderstand you. Do not allow the opinions of others to become more important than the purpose I have placed within you. Stay focused on the path before you. As you continue this journey with me, remember that growth is a daily process. It is built through small decisions repeated consistently, one prayer at a time, one act of kindness at a time, one step of faith at a time. Do not become discouraged because progress seems slow. Every positive choice matters. Every lesson learned matters. Every effort invested matters. And I encourage you to stay until the end of this message series because the truths ahead can help you navigate real-life challenges. They can strengthen your faith during difficult seasons. They can help you build healthier habits. They can help you discover greater purpose. And they can remind you that you are capable of far more than you currently realize. Today, I want you to make a commitment. Commit to growth. Commit to faith. Commit to becoming the person you were created to be. Stop waiting for perfect circumstances. Start using what you already have. Start where you are. Take one step forward, then another, and another. Over time, those small steps will lead to remarkable transformation. If you are ready to embrace your purpose and move forward with courage, type, "I will not give up" in the comments. Let those words become a declaration over your life. And remember this: the strength you need for tomorrow is already being developed today. The wisdom you need is growing. The courage you need is increasing. And the purpose you seek is becoming clearer with every faithful step you take. Stay with me because what comes next will reveal another life-changing truth about trust, perseverance, and the power of believing in what is possible even before you can see it. I want you to stay with me for a few more moments, because what I am about to reveal can free you from one of the greatest burdens that many people carry throughout their lives. It is a burden that steals peace, it steals joy, it steals confidence. It steals precious time that can never be recovered. That burden is the constant need to control everything. You have spent countless hours trying to figure everything out. You have tried to predict every outcome. You have worried about situations that have not even happened. You have carried responsibilities that were never yours to carry. You have exhausted yourself trying to manage every detail of your future. But today, I want you to understand something important. Not everything is meant to be controlled by you. Some things must be trusted to me. There is a difference between responsibility and control. Responsibility means doing your part with wisdom and diligence. Control means trying to carry burdens that belong to me. Responsibility is healthy. Control often creates anxiety. Responsibility allows you to take action where you can. Control causes you to worry about things beyond your reach. When you attempt to control everything, you place pressure on yourself that was never meant to be there. Look at how much energy has been wasted on worrying about tomorrow. Think about how many nights were spent imagining problems that never happened. Think about how many opportunities were missed because fear convinced you to stay where it felt safe. Fear always promises protection, but often it produces limitation. Fear tells you to avoid risks. Faith teaches you to trust. Fear focuses on what could go wrong. Faith focuses on what is possible when you walk with me, my child. I know that trusting is not always easy. I know there are moments when uncertainty feels uncomfortable. I know there are situations where you wish you had immediate answers. But trust grows when you choose faith despite uncertainty. Trust grows when you take the next step without demanding to see the entire journey. Trust grows when you remember how many times I have already brought you through difficult seasons. Think back to challenges that once seemed impossible. Remember situations that caused you great stress. Remember prayers that felt unanswered at first, but later revealed a greater purpose. Many of the things you worried about years ago no longer have power over your life today. The same is true for many of the worries you carry right now. Time will reveal that some of your greatest fears were never as powerful as they appeared. I want you to stop living as though everything depends entirely on you. Work hard, be responsible, be wise, but do not carry the weight of the entire world on your shoulders. You were never designed for that burden. There is freedom in doing your part and trusting me with the rest. There is peace in knowing that you do not have to solve every problem immediately. There is strength in understanding that you are supported by a power greater than yourself. Many people miss the blessings of today because they are too focused on tomorrow. They rush through moments that could bring joy. They overlook opportunities for gratitude. They fail to appreciate the people around them. They become so concerned about what might happen later that they forget to live fully in the present. Do not make that mistake. Today is a gift. This moment matters. This season has value. There are lessons to learn and blessings to experience right where you are. I also want you to understand the importance of patience. Patience is not weakness. Patience is strength under control. Patience allows wisdom to grow. Patience prevents unnecessary mistakes. Patience creates space for better decisions. Many people damage their future because they rush ahead of the timing that would have served them best. Not every opportunity must be accepted immediately. Not every decision must be made in haste. Sometimes wisdom waits. Sometimes wisdom listens. Sometimes wisdom pauses before moving forward. There are people listening right now who feel frustrated because progress seems slower than expected. You have been working hard. You have been praying. You have been trying to improve, yet the results are not arriving as quickly as you hoped. Do not become discouraged. Meaningful growth often happens gradually. The strongest foundations are built over time. Lasting transformation rarely happens overnight. Continue planting seeds of faith. Continue making wise choices. Continue showing up consistently. The harvest will come. I want you to pay attention to something else. Your environment matters. The things you repeatedly hear influence your thinking. The people you spend time with affect your perspective. The content you consume shapes your mindset. Be intentional about what you allow into your life. Surround yourself with encouragement. Seek wisdom. Choose influences that strengthen your character and deepen your faith. What enters your mind eventually influences your actions. There will always be reasons to worry if you look for them. There will always be uncertainties. There will always be challenges. But there will also always be reasons to hope. There will always be opportunities for growth. There will always be evidence of my faithfulness if you are willing to see it. Train yourself to notice blessings. Train yourself to recognize progress. Train yourself to focus on possibilities rather than limitations. As you continue following these messages, do not simply agree with the words, practice them. When fear appears, choose trust. When worry arrives, choose prayer. When negativity speaks, choose gratitude. When discouragement comes, remember how far you have already traveled. Transformation happens when truth becomes action. Wisdom becomes powerful when it is applied. I encourage you to stay until the end of this entire series, because every message is designed to help you build a stronger life. Each lesson is meant to strengthen your mindset, deepen your faith, improve your relationships, and help you navigate challenges with greater confidence. What you are learning today can become a foundation that supports you for years to come. Today, I want you to release one specific worry into my hands. Identify the concern that has occupied your thoughts. Identify the burden that keeps stealing your peace. Identify the fear that continues to demand your attention. Then, choose to trust me with it. Do not pick it back up tomorrow. Do not carry it again tonight. Surrender it. Leave it with me, and allow peace to take its place. If you are ready to stop carrying burdens you were never meant to carry, type, "I release my worries," in the comments. Let it be your declaration of trust. Let it remind you that you do not walk through life alone. And if these words are encouraging your heart and helping you grow in faith, take a moment to like this message, subscribe for the messages ahead, share it with someone who needs encouragement today. And if you feel blessed by these words and want to help this ministry continue reaching more lives, support the ministry through the link below. Stay with me because the next part will reveal a powerful truth about perseverance during difficult seasons and how your greatest challenges can become the foundation for your greatest victories. Today, I want to speak directly to the part of your heart that feels tired, the part that keeps showing up even when it feels exhausted, the part that continues believing even after facing disappointment, the part that wants to move forward but sometimes feels overwhelmed by the weight of life's challenges. I see that struggle. I see that effort. I see the courage it takes for you to keep going when nobody else understands what you are carrying. There are seasons in life when everything feels easy, doors open, opportunities appear, progress seems visible. But there are also seasons when every step requires effort. Every decision feels difficult. Every day becomes a test of endurance. If you are in one of those seasons right now, I want you to know that your struggle is not a sign that I have abandoned you. Your challenge is not proof that you are forgotten. Your difficult season is not evidence that your future is hopeless. Many of the strongest people you admire were shaped during difficult seasons. They did not become strong because life was always easy. They became strong because they learned how to keep moving forward when life became difficult. Strength is developed through resistance. Wisdom is developed through experience. Character is developed through perseverance. If everything happened exactly as you wanted all the time, many of the qualities that make you who you are today would never have been developed. Sometimes you ask why certain challenges have entered your life. Sometimes you wonder why the road has become difficult. While I may not reveal every reason immediately, I want you to understand this truth. Challenges can teach lessons that comfort never teaches. Struggles can reveal strengths that success never reveals. Obstacles can develop qualities that easy paths never develop. My child, do not underestimate what is being built within you during this season. Even when progress feels invisible, growth is happening. Even when answers seem delayed, preparation is happening. Even when circumstances appear unchanged, transformation is happening. Some of the most important work takes place beneath the surface long before visible results appear. Think about a builder constructing a strong foundation. Much of the work happens below ground where nobody can see it. People passing by may think nothing significant is happening, yet the foundation is being prepared to support something much greater. In the same way, there are seasons when I am building your foundation, strengthening your faith, developing your patience, increasing your wisdom, preparing you for responsibilities and opportunities that are still ahead. Do not compare your current chapter to someone else's highlight moment. Comparison creates unnecessary discouragement. You rarely know the full story behind another person's success. You rarely see the years of preparation, the sacrifices, the setbacks, the lessons learned through failure. Focus on your own journey. Focus on your own growth. Focus on becoming who you were created to be. There will always be people who appear to be moving faster. There will always be people who seem to have more. But your life is not a competition. Your purpose is not determined by someone else's achievements. Your value is not measured by comparison. Your journey is unique. Your timing is unique. Your calling is unique. Trust the path I have prepared specifically for you. I also want you to understand that perseverance is not simply enduring hardship. Perseverance is maintaining hope while moving through hardship. It is continuing to believe when evidence seems limited. It is choosing faith when doubt appears. It is deciding that temporary difficulties will not determine your permanent future. Perseverance is powerful because it keeps you moving toward possibilities even when circumstances try to convince you to stop. There are people listening right now who are tempted to give up on dreams they once cherished. Perhaps the process has taken longer than expected. Perhaps setbacks have created discouragement. Perhaps criticism has weakened confidence. But before you surrender that dream completely, ask yourself if fear is making the decision instead of wisdom. Ask yourself whether temporary frustration is trying to cancel something that still holds purpose. Sometimes the breakthrough you seek is closer than you realize. Sometimes the lesson you need is already being learned. Sometimes the opportunity you are praying for is already being prepared. That is why you must not quit during seasons of uncertainty. Keep learning, keep growing, keep improving, keep trusting. Every day of faithfulness matters. Another important truth I want you to remember is this: your attitude during difficult seasons matters. Anyone can remain positive when everything is going well, but true growth is revealed by how you respond when challenges arise. Will you choose gratitude even when circumstances are imperfect? Will you choose kindness even when others are difficult? Will you choose faith even when fear is present? These choices shape the person you become. I encourage you to develop the habit of looking for lessons instead of only looking at problems. Every challenge contains opportunities for growth. Every setback contains wisdom if you are willing to learn. Every disappointment can teach resilience. When you approach life with a learning mindset, even difficult experiences become valuable. As you continue this journey with me, remember that your current season does not define your entire future. What you are facing now is temporary. Circumstances change. Situations improve. Opportunities appear. Healing happens. Growth continues. The story is not over simply because the chapter is difficult. Keep watching until the very end of this series, because each message builds upon the last. Every lesson is designed to help you develop greater confidence, stronger faith, deeper wisdom, and a healthier perspective on life. What you learn here can become practical guidance that helps you navigate challenges for years to come. Today, I want you to make a decision. Decide that you will not allow temporary difficulties to steal your long-term vision. Decide that you will continue moving forward even when progress feels slow. Decide that you will trust that growth is happening even when you cannot yet see the results. Every step matters. Every effort matters. Every act of faith matters. If you are determined to keep moving forward, no matter what challenges stand before you, type "I will keep going" in the comments. Let that declaration strengthen your resolve. Let it remind you that perseverance creates possibilities. And remember, the challenges you face today may become the testimony that inspires someone else tomorrow. Stay with me because the next part will reveal a powerful truth about overcoming fear, embracing purpose, and stepping into the opportunities that have been waiting for you all along. Today, I want to speak to the fears that have been quietly influencing your decisions. The fears that tell you to stay where you are instead of moving forward. The fears that whisper that failure is inevitable. The fears that convince you to settle for less than what is possible. Fear has a way of appearing reasonable. It often disguises itself as caution. It pretends to protect you. But many times fear keeps you from experiencing the growth and opportunities that are waiting on the other side of trust. How many opportunities have been missed because fear spoke louder than faith? How many dreams have remained unfinished because doubt became stronger than hope? How many blessings have been delayed because worry convinced people to remain in their comfort zones? I do not ask you to ignore reality. I do not ask you to pretend challenges do not exist. I ask you to remember that fear should never become the voice that directs your life. There will always be reasons to be afraid if you look for them. There will always be risks. There will always be uncertainties. There will always be questions without immediate answers. But there will also always be reasons to trust. There will always be possibilities. There will always be opportunities for growth. There will always be evidence that I am working even when you cannot immediately see it. Many people spend years waiting until they feel completely ready before taking action. They tell themselves that one day they will have enough confidence. One day they will have enough resources. One day they will have enough certainty. But confidence often comes after action. Strength often develops through experience. Courage often grows when you take the step you were afraid to take. My child, I want you to understand that fear does not disappear before faith moves. Faith moves despite fear. Courage is not the absence of uncertainty. Courage is choosing to move forward while uncertainty still exists. Courage is trusting me enough to believe that I can guide you through challenges that seem larger than your current abilities. Remember the times in your life when you faced something difficult and thought you would never get through it. Remember the moments when you doubted your ability to continue. Remember the obstacles that seemed impossible. Yet here you are. You survived, you learned, you grew, you became stronger than you were before. The same strength that carried you through those seasons remains available to you today. Sometimes fear is connected to the opinions of other people. You worry about being judged. You worry about making mistakes in front of others. You worry about criticism. But if you allow the opinions of others to control your decisions, you will spend your life seeking approval instead of fulfilling purpose. People will always have opinions. Some will support you. Some will question you. Some will misunderstand you. Do not allow that reality to stop you from becoming who you were created to be. There are individuals listening right now who have been carrying dreams in their hearts for years. Perhaps it is a goal. Perhaps it is a calling. Perhaps it is a new direction you have felt led to pursue. Yet fear has convinced you to delay. Fear has told you that you are not qualified. Fear has told you that success belongs to others, but not to you. Today, I want you to challenge those assumptions. What if you are more capable than you realize? What if the growth you seek is waiting on the other side of action? What if the opportunity you desire requires a step of faith? Another truth I want you to remember is that mistakes are part of growth. Too many people avoid action because they fear failure. But failure is often a teacher. Mistakes provide lessons. Setbacks provide wisdom. Nobody grows without making errors along the way. The goal is not perfection. The goal is progress. The goal is learning. The goal is continuing forward with greater understanding. Do not become trapped by the need to get everything right the first time. Give yourself permission to learn. Give yourself permission to improve. Give yourself permission to grow. Every successful person has faced challenges. Every strong person has experienced setbacks. Every wise person has learned through experience. Growth is a process. Embrace that process. I also want you to think about the opportunities hidden within your current season. Sometimes people become so focused on future goals that they overlook present opportunities. There are lessons available right now. There are relationships that can strengthen you right now. There are skills that can be developed right now. There are acts of kindness that can make a difference right now. Do not wait for some future moment to begin living purposefully. Begin today. As you move forward, pay attention to your thoughts. Fear often begins in the mind before it influences actions. When negative thoughts appear, challenge them with truth. When doubt appears, remember previous victories. When worry appears, focus on possibilities. Your mindset influences your direction. Protect it carefully. I want you to understand that courage does not always look dramatic. Sometimes courage is simply making one more attempt after disappointment. Sometimes courage is having one difficult conversation. Sometimes courage is applying for the opportunity you almost ignored. Sometimes courage is choosing hope after experiencing pain. Small acts of courage, repeated consistently, create remarkable transformation. Keep watching until the end of this series because every lesson is building upon the previous one. Each message is designed to help you develop practical wisdom for everyday life, stronger faith for difficult seasons, and greater confidence for the future ahead. Do not rush through this journey. Allow these truths to take root in your heart and influence the way you live. Today, I want you to identify one fear that has been limiting your progress. Identify the fear that has kept you from taking action. Identify the fear that continues to steal your confidence. Then make a decision. Do not allow that fear to remain in control. Acknowledge it, learn from it, but do not obey it. Choose faith instead. If you are ready to move forward with courage and trust, type faith over fear in the comments. Let those words become your declaration today. Let them remind you that your future is larger than your fears. Your purpose is greater than your doubts, and your possibilities are greater than your limitations. Continue with me because the next message will reveal a powerful truth about gratitude, abundance, and how changing your perspective can unlock a completely new level of peace and joy in your life. Today, I want to teach you something that can completely change the atmosphere of your life. It is not something complicated. It is not something that requires great wealth or extraordinary ability. It is something available to every person who chooses to practice it. That gift is gratitude. Many people spend their lives chasing happiness while overlooking the power of thankfulness. They keep telling themselves that they will be grateful when circumstances improve. They will be grateful when they receive more money. They will be grateful when problems disappear. They will be grateful when life becomes easier. But gratitude does not begin after blessings arrive. Gratitude often prepares your heart to recognize blessings that are already present. Look around your life for a moment. There are things you prayed for years ago that you now take for granted. There are blessings that once seemed impossible but have become normal parts of your daily life. There were seasons when you prayed for strength. Now you possess strength you did not have before. There were times when you prayed for wisdom. Now you understand things that once confused you. There were moments when you asked for help. Now you can see how you were guided through situations that seemed overwhelming. Yet it is easy to forget. It is easy to become focused on what remains unfinished. It is easy to become distracted by what you still desire. It is easy to overlook the progress that has already been made. That is why gratitude is so powerful. Gratitude reminds you of what is good even while challenges remain. Gratitude helps you recognize blessings even while prayers are still being answered. Many people believe peace comes from having perfect circumstances, but peace does not come from perfection. Peace comes from perspective. Two people can experience similar situations and respond very differently. One becomes consumed by negativity. The other remains hopeful. One focuses only on problems. The other notices opportunities. One sees limitations. The other sees possibilities. Often the difference is perspective. My child, I want you to train your heart to notice what is good. This does not mean ignoring difficulties. It does not mean pretending problems do not exist. It means refusing to allow problems to become the only thing you see. There is still goodness around you. There is still beauty around you. There is still hope around you. There are still reasons to be thankful. When you wake up each morning, begin by focusing on what you have rather than what you lack. Be thankful for another day. Be thankful for another opportunity to grow. Be thankful for the people who care about you. Be thankful for lessons learned through experience. Gratitude changes the way you see life. And when your perspective changes, your attitude begins to change as well. There are people listening right now who feel trapped in a cycle of negativity. Every conversation focuses on problems. Every thought centers on what is wrong. Every day becomes a search for reasons to complain. But negativity cannot produce the life you desire. Negativity drains energy. Negativity weakens hope. Negativity limits possibilities. If you want greater peace, begin practicing gratitude intentionally. I also want you to understand that abundance is not only measured by money. Many people think abundance means possessing more material things, but true abundance includes peace. True abundance includes meaningful relationships. True abundance includes good health. True abundance includes purpose. True abundance includes wisdom. There are wealthy people who lack peace. There are successful people who feel empty. Abundance is about far more than possessions. When you learn to appreciate what you already have, you begin living from a place of abundance rather than scarcity. Scarcity constantly says there is never enough. Abundance recognizes blessings while still pursuing growth. Scarcity creates fear. Abundance creates confidence. Scarcity focuses on lack. Abundance focuses on possibilities. Another important truth is that gratitude influences the people around you. Thankful people bring encouragement into conversations. Thankful people create healthier environments. Thankful people inspire hope. When you choose gratitude, you are not only helping yourself, you are positively affecting your family, your friends, your co-workers, your community. Your attitude has influence. There will still be difficult days. There will still be unexpected challenges. There will still be disappointments. Gratitude does not eliminate every problem, but it changes the way you respond to problems. Instead of becoming overwhelmed, you remain grounded. Instead of losing hope, you remember previous victories. Instead of focusing entirely on obstacles, you continue looking for opportunities. I want you to make gratitude a daily habit rather than an occasional reaction. Do not wait until everything goes perfectly before being thankful. Choose thankfulness in ordinary moments. Choose thankfulness during growth seasons. Choose thankfulness during waiting seasons. Choose thankfulness during challenging seasons. Gratitude becomes most powerful when practiced consistently. There are also blessings in your life that cannot be measured. Think about the lessons you have learned through experience. Think about the strength you have gained through challenges. Think about the wisdom developed through mistakes. Think about the resilience created through perseverance. These are valuable gifts. They have helped shape who you are becoming. As you continue through this journey, pay attention to how gratitude changes your thinking. Notice how it affects your conversations. Notice how it influences your relationships. Notice how it strengthens your faith. Small shifts in perspective often create significant changes over time. Gratitude is one of those shifts. Keep watching until the end of this series because every message contains practical wisdom you can apply to your daily life. These lessons are not meant to remain ideas. They are meant to become habits. They are meant to guide your decisions. They are meant to help you build a stronger foundation for the future. Today, I challenge you to do something simple. Before this day ends, identify several things you are grateful for. Write them down if necessary. Speak them aloud if necessary. Focus your attention on blessings rather than burdens. The more you practice gratitude, the more natural it becomes, and the more natural it becomes, the more peace you will experience. If this message has reminded you to appreciate the blessings already present in your life, type, "Thank you, Lord," in the comments. Let it be your declaration of gratitude today. And if these messages are helping you grow in faith and wisdom, take a moment to share them with someone who may need encouragement. because sometimes a simple message of hope can completely change the direction of someone's day. Stay with me because the next part will reveal a powerful truth about relationships, forgiveness, and the freedom that comes when you release what has been weighing down your heart for far too long.